Hello, my name is Phil Reynolds and I'm the CEO of DevStride. For a bit of background, I previously co-founded Brightcore, a state-of-the-art insurance administration platform. As CEO there, I led the company from a 2010 seed round with a value of $6 million to a 2019 Series B led by Warburg Pincus that grew the valuation to $150 million pre-money. Every seed investor was offered full liquidation at a 24x multiple, and I believe DevStride offers a much larger opportunity. I've spent many years in mission-critical enterprise SaaS, complex and lengthy implementation projects, and large distributed execution teams. Exposure to hundreds of organizations and initiatives revealed shocking systemic fault lines across enterprise project and portfolio management, which led me to DevStride. DevStride is a project and portfolio management solution for Agile teams. PPM is vital to successful business development as business leaders seek to align activity to value delivery. PPM software is gaining in popularity across all industries due to the increasing need for a 360-degree view of company health. And there's a huge problem across Agile organizations today. The majority of enterprise initiatives fail to meet objectives. Increasing digitization has led to growing complexity in existing work streams, and stakeholder demands are as high as ever. Customers, analysts, and investors require consistent value delivery, of course, but today's execution engine relies on many interdependent, parallel work streams that are increasingly difficult to coordinate. In an enterprise software team, for example, a new feature might pass from customer to support to customer success to UX research, and so on and so forth through up to 15 or 20 teams. And all of that is if everything goes perfectly and the loop doesn't need to be repeated several times, which it frequently does. Teams currently rely on tools that are highly fragmented, and they don't communicate with each other. Every transfer of data to a new tool reduces visibility and introduces risk. And you can do simple math on this. Assume in our 15-step pipeline, every party is 92% certain they have a perfect understanding of the task at hand, access to the right tools and information, and will hit their goals on time and on budget. 92% certainty is a bit optimistic and higher than what I think most teams experience. Stakeholders tend to hear that everyone is 92% certain and subsequently assume that the team is 92% certain to reach their objective. However, the true probability of success is the product of combined risk. To calculate the odds of successfully achieving our goals, we must multiply uncertainty at each stage in the process, so our actual probability is 92% times 92% times 92%, and so on to the 15th power. 92% to the 15th power results in only a 29% probability of successfully meeting intended goals on time and on budget. 29% success with millions of dollars on the line is failure. Every party can be doing their absolute best, working diligently towards known goals, but the combined risk of multiple handoffs still produces lagging timelines, ballooning budgets, and frustrated stakeholders. Now, if alignment and visibility improve only an incremental amount, from 92% to 98%, we dramatically change the picture. 98% to the 15th power produces a 74% probability of success. The lesson here: incremental alignment produces exponential outcomes. The problem is not theoretical either. Analysts report that 70% of projects fail to meet business objectives, wasting $1.5 trillion annually and requiring around 88 million project management specialists dedicated to manual review and coordination of complex projects. There's just a tremendous need for better program management in today's companies. A few additional proof points. 44% of all projects fail outright. The plug is pulled, the dollars are wasted due to a lack of alignment between business and project objectives. 80% of organizations report that they spend at least half their time on rework. 55% of organizations have no access to real-time project KPIs. And 31% of companies claim a lack of common vision is the most common reason why their projects fail. Fortunately, a solution to these issues can be found in strategic portfolio management, a proven technique that prioritizes programs and projects and aligns resource demand with resource availability to achieve a set of strategic goals. Done well, SPM connects strategy to execution through radical insight across the organization. Leaders articulate value through clearly defined goals, and delivery teams execute in an environment that aligns effort to those enterprise goals. And all parties understand the status of value delivery through high transparency and collaboration across every level of the organization. Strategic portfolio management delivers proven results. Companies that adopt SPM have more than doubled value realization within their teams. Evolution to SPM principles is imminent for modern Agile organizations because market pressures and competition will absolutely demand adaptation to keep up with emerging standards of efficiency and success. So today, SPM tooling is relatively sparse and offered as a layer that sits over the top of other project and portfolio management systems. Tooling is currently separated into 3 verticals. Collaborative work management tools handle tasks, sequencing, pipeline, and collaboration. Think brands like Trello, Monday, or even Slack here. Enterprise Agile planning tools coordinate effort according to popular frameworks like Scaled Agile, Scrum, Lean, or Kanban. With varying success, they address the needs of project program and product management. Vendors include Jira, ClickUp, and Rike. Finally, strategic portfolio management tools capture strategic objectives, aggregate portfolio management across many programs, and perform an integrated execution analysis across all work streams. These systems are largely discrete today. They lack deep integration, common data model, or any kind of unified reporting structure. To achieve SPM objectives, large enterprises employ armies of data scientists. These teams utilize a Byzantine Rube Goldberg of expansive and fragile pipelines to stream information from disparate sources across the enterprise, producing a derived picture of reality. If you're small to mid-size, sorry, this is all way too complicated and expensive for you. And if you're a Fortune 100, well, you probably know this doesn't really work all that well anyway, because none of the values or fields in these systems really match up. You can only compare an apple to an orange so far. And this basic problem has given rise to many BI and analytics vendors that we see today. A large industry has been built up around a fundamental misstep in system architecture. Critical systems don't talk. Therefore, you can't know what's happening between your handoff points, and therefore your enterprise risk is unacceptable. But there is a better way. DevStride offers strategic portfolio management at a dramatically lower cost with exponentially higher efficiency by uniting these verticals under a unified workflow and data architecture. We address the needs of collaborative work management, enterprise agile planning, and strategic portfolio management in a single platform that connects strategy to execution through radical insight. Our platform addresses the fundamental needs of all Agile teams at large. However, we've refined our target market as follows. The total market opportunity sits at $300 billion plus and includes Agile teams across SaaS, large enterprise, government, and traditional software. The total available market is scoped to current project and portfolio management, collaborative work, and software change management vendors, with revenues which will total around $47 billion by 2024. Finally, the total serviceable market has been laser focused on the most vulnerable 50% of the PPM and SPM segments. This produces a TSM of $4.3 billion for DevStride. And while all segments of our target market are growing, SaaS is particularly compelling at the moment. With a 27.5% compound annual growth rate, SaaS is predicted to increase from a $130 billion market in 2021 to a whopping $716 billion market by 2028. There is currently so much greenfield growth in SaaS, you could build a very large PPM business by focusing purely on new entrants in the space. The industry is experiencing rapid expansion while also struggling with frequent failure. If we solve this problem, if we even make a meaningful dent in this problem, the market opportunity for DevStride is massive. With all this opportunity, surely somebody has to be out there just killing it with strategic portfolio management, right? Wrong. Gartner's Magic Quadrant for SPM currently has no leader to speak of. Despite the massive opportunity available, no one has yet solved this problem. So DevStride will solve this problem. We will lead strategic portfolio management for Agile teams. By focusing squarely on Agile, we constrain the otherwise limitless diversity and complexity of a general purpose SPM solution and focus in on a vertical where value delivery can holistically be consolidated into a single platform. Our solution offers a compelling value proposition at every level of the organization. Leaders at the top are able to set goals and evaluate performance with automated insights throughout, and contributors gain efficiency and reduce rework with extremely efficient and beautiful guided workflows. We're the only solution that ties a hierarchical strategic map to a linear project map. The only solution that compares estimated effort to actual effort, projected cost to realized cost, and the list goes on. We unite all of the pieces through a gorgeous UI with a lightning-fast UX and an unprecedented analytics engine. Our product roadmap is currently charted in 7 phases. The first 3 represent primary SaaS tiers that comprise a comprehensive go-to-market plan. Phase 1 was funded by our initial angel round and brings a light product to market. DevStride Lite serves the needs of delivery teams that are primarily focused on efficient workflows. Early adopters are already using Lite in production, including our own DevStride team, and development will be completed very, very soon in quarter 2 of 2022. Phase 2 will bring DevStride to SMBs that are focused on mature process and insight, but plan only a relatively short distance into the future. Development is already well underway, and we are confident in a Q1 of 2023 release. Phase 3 expands our reach to a larger organization and a larger footprint that requires deep insight into complex initiatives, plans work into the distant future across multiple portfolios for various stakeholders. We expect to release these features within about 12 months of Phase 2. Future phases are included here not to predict exactly what years 3 and beyond will hold, but to demonstrate the scope of functionality we intend to tackle. Our carefully coordinated product development and go-to-market phases address the needs of bespoke enterprises, Phase 4, B2B clients that require direct customer feedback and support, Phase 5, financial planning and ROI analysis for CFOs, Phase 6, and advanced intelligence and automatic intervention, Phase 7. In each phase of development, DevStride establishes key differentiators from existing solutions in the market. These product and go-to-market phases are thoughtfully designed to address meaningful gaps for a sizable market segment that suffers specifically from data fragmentation. We understand our future customers extremely well because we and all of our customers and friends are the target market. The business model is SaaS Plus with multiple subscription tiers, supplemented by add-ons that target specific market segments. The pricing illustrated here provides a ballpark, though actual pricing is still to be determined pending an engagement with an experienced pricing expert. Thanks to our relationship with Warburg Pincus, we have access to one of the most respected pricing experts in the world who will support us through this process. We also offer implementation and digital transformation services through a third-party network of consultants as a secondary source of revenue. Multiple firms are actively serving in our product and strategic advisory groups today. And all of the major consulting firms were actively engaged with Brightcore previously, and we will pursue these channel partners as well when our product maturity catches up to the needs of their very large enterprise customers. Our financial models are robust, and multiple pro formas have been built out to the 36-month mark, illustrating various potential paths at market. With enterprise software, of course, development tends to be front-loaded with low initial revenue, but scale accelerates steadily once product market fit is established and funding is heavily channeled into go-to-market activities. Within a 36-month period, we believe we can hit $3.5 to $4 million of run rate revenue with something like 15% month-over-month expansion and a 75% gross margin. Much of this growth will be driven by channel partners and an affiliate revenue share model that we're excited to unveil over the coming 12 months. Our plan is backed by a founding team deeply experienced in mission-critical enterprise SaaS, distributed teams, complex projects, and rapid scaling. We all worked together at Brightcore and drove many successful initiatives there, ultimately delivering outside returns for seed stage investors. We share a high degree of trust and are more tightly aligned than ever as we close out this first full year together at DevStride. We also, of course, recognize the power of a broad network with very deep experience. Our product and strategic advisory councils are comprised of the most capable experts encountered over our careers. Thus far, everyone we've approached has enthusiastically joined our advisory group, and I am genuinely honored and humbled by the experience and insight they all bring to the table. We wouldn't be where we are today without their support. They are advisors, cheerleaders, and ongoing partners in the best possible way. Of course, the gold standard for product market fit is direct user feedback. We're happy to report that early adopters are incredibly excited about the product and are already finding it valuable in their day-to-day operations, even in our current light phase 1. In a recent survey, we asked several early adopters, how would you feel if DevStride was unavailable to you? And all reported on a scale of 1 to 5 that they would feel 5 very disappointed if they were unable to continue using our product. We aggressively seek customer feedback and place customer experience at the center of our product strategy. We firmly believe customer success is the lifeblood of every thriving company, and we will work extremely hard to keep customers at the center of every decision made by our team. Finally, what do we need to execute on this vision and strategy? Well, our current models project cash profitability around month 36 or so, with a $5.5 million total burn over that time period. Padding out our model with something like a 30% margin of error produces the need for around $7 million in total funding from our initial go-to-market launch to cash profitability. We're open to raising this amount in a single round or progressively in multiple rounds, depending on market appetite and the provisions in competitive term sheets. As proven founders, we have both a deep VC network and the personal liquidity to fund the organization indefinitely. And with that kind of optionality available to us, we're trying to be very selective about partners and terms, ultimately seeking those that can meaningfully accelerate or de-risk our path to success. In closing, we're extremely excited about DevStride. Disruption in project and portfolio management is inevitable as complexity continues to grow for modern Agile organizations. DevStride is a revolutionary product with a proven team and engaged community. The market is large, and our team understands the problem and knows how to solve it. In fact, we're already solving it with our phase 1 go-to-market and have a clear path to become a market leader. Perhaps most importantly, we've done this before and delivered an outsized return for our seed stage investors. We're excited to join forces with the right capital partners to build the future of project and portfolio management for Agile teams. If you would like to learn more, please email me at phil@devstride.com or call me at 417-299-1119. I look forward to hearing from you.